Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 20 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 20 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. You put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. If you put $500 in that new brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free fractional share stocks. That's right, guys. Don't miss this opportunity to start building yourself some wealth. Webull is here to help you do that. They're going to provide you some free stocks, and they're going to provide you a world-class brokerage app. Now, I use the Webull brokerage app, and I've used it since 2021. And I got to say, guys, it makes building wealth simple, at least for me and for many, many, many millions of other people that use that app. So if you want to get the free stocks and have a world-class brokerage app, get yourself down to the description box, click on that Webull link, first link, open up your Webull account, go get the free stock, go get the free money, and then send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net, second link down in the description box. Let me know you've opened the Webull account, you funded it, and I'm going to send you out a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the brokerage app. Well, guys, I got one stock for you today that I'm going to buy on Monday, right? That I believe puts me in a position to become a multi-millionaire all over again. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to try to tell you guys what to do or give you financial advice. But y'all know on my YouTube channel, I like to tell you guys what I'm doing and what I have done in the past to build my wealth, to put me in a position where I can pretty much do anything I want to do and not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for it. So that's what I try to share here on my YouTube channel is, you know, the investments that I make, the moves that I make, the money moves, to be able to put me in a position to own 2 Ferraris right now. I got an F8 Tributo, and I got a 296 GTS, and of course I got a G-Wagon, and I've had many other cars, homes, travel, whatever you want to do, I can do, right? And the reason I'm able to do this is because I built wealth. It's not because I got a high income. The high income is good, but the high income doesn't put me in a position to be able to afford the things that I have and do the things that I do and be able to help my family. My high income doesn't help me do that long term. It may help me take money and put it in assets long term that can build enough wealth to create passive income. Yes, my income allows me to do that, but let's not get it twisted. The only reason I get to do what I do, especially with the cars, with the nice watches, y'all see I got the Sub on today. I got the Rolex Submariner on today. If I can get the sun out the way. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the sun out the way, but there it is. There's a nice little shot of it. So the only way I get to do these things and chase the things that bring personal enjoyment in my life is to buying big boy blue chip digital products that number one, that type of financial literacy through those digital products that I've purchased over the years can help me get myself to a point where I increase my financial literacy. So once I increase my financial literacy, then guess what I can do? I can start investing. I can buy real estate for income. I can buy paper assets to build wealth over time. I can start a business, right? I did all of those things, right? I was in corporate America for 25 years as a commercial banker. And during that time, I was doing what? Buying assets like real estate in good locations where people had a desire to live. And guess what that real estate did as I held it? Number one, I collected rental income. Number two, it appreciated in value. Number three, I created wealth, right? I got immediate income from the rental income, right? I got wealth from the appreciation of the real estate. And I got tax benefits because I was able to write off all the expenses. Plus, I got depreciation, which helped offset some of my net profit, right? So all I'm telling you guys is these are the things that we need to start thinking about. We need to start thinking about how are we going to take advantage of this opportunity right now to build wealth. There is a great opportunity, guys. I told you guys yesterday in my video I did yesterday when I was at my daughter's track meet. I told you guys the stock market right now represents, in my opinion, now I'm no expert, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but in my opinion, the stock market right now represents wealth, right? It represents wealth, especially now that I can clearly see the pattern. I can clearly see the pattern that's happening in the stock market. Every week, this pattern is happening. This pump and dump stock market pattern is happening, and I figured it out. And I said, well, whoa. In May, I figured it out. The beginning of May, I started executing on the dump. And then doing what? Executing on the pump. So I would buy during the dump, and then I would sell on the pump. I've been doing that. And man, last week was a good week in FCF. I made a lot of money in FCF last week just using that little strategy. The key here, guys, is we got to do what we got to do to build this wealth. Now, let me give you this one stock. And I know some of you, oh, golly, I don't like that. Guys, I'm not telling you anything about this stock for you to go out and buy it. I'm telling you what I'm going to do and create a multi-million-dollar net worth from buying this company. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever you do, that's up to you. You got to go out and do the things you need to do to build your wealth. But what I'm going to do to build my wealth, this company is going to be instrumental in it. And that company is Palantir. Palantir Technologies. Guys, I told you guys about this company more than a year ago on this YouTube channel. If you don't believe me, go back and look at my YouTube videos about a year ago. And I was telling you guys about this company, Palantir. At that point, I believe it was somewhere between $7 and $10 a share. At that point, about a year and a half ago. Not a year and a half ago, probably around February of 2024. So not a year and a half ago, maybe about 15 months ago, right? I was telling y'all about this little company that was up and coming. It was trading at $7 to $10 a share. Fast forward 15 months, what did it close at on Friday? $117 a share. That's a 16x. It's a 16x. If you don't believe me, guys, go do your research. Go do your own homework. I'm not telling you something. I'm not lying to you, man. I don't have to lie. I've been doing this for 30 years. And guess what? The proof is in the pudding. You guys have been rocking with me and following me since 2020. Go look at my videos from 2020 and see what I had in my garage. I'm not just some guy that just popped up on YouTube yesterday. Go back to 2020 on my YouTube channel and see what I had in my garage. See the cars that I've had since 2020 to now and see if anything's changed. I've been the same guy for the last 5 years. Same guy making the same old little raggedy videos. No edit production. I ain't saying everything correct, pronouncing everything correct, but guess what? I'm consistent. See, that's why I win, guys. I win because I'm consistent. I'm disciplined and I'm patient. See, I learned these 3 financial behaviors. I learned these when I was 18 years old, and I carry them with me. Have I had some failures? Absolutely, plenty of them, but I never gave up. And that's what I'm telling you about Palantir. I'm not going to give up on it. This thing has gotten itself as high as $125 a share, guys. And guess what? I've been getting wealthy with this company ever since last year because I buy it. See, I don't just be telling y'all what I'm going to buy. I actually buy it. So Palantir, from $7 a share to $117 a share. That's a 16x in about 15 months. If you don't believe me, go back. Let me just pull it up here because I know y'all. Oh, we ain't got no receipts. Where are the receipts? Let me find a receipt for you. Let's see if I can find a receipt. Let me ask ChatGPT to help me find a receipt for y'all. What was Palantir Technologies' stock price in February 2024? Just ask ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT say. Okay. ChatGPT said on February 29th, 2024, Palantir Technology stock price was $25 a share. Okay. Let's go back a little bit further. I still say it was $7. Let's go back further. Watch this. All right, ChatGPT. Don't be calling me a liar. I ain't no liar. Let's go back. What was Palantir Technology's stock price in January of 2024? I'm just trying to prove a point here, guys. $16 a share. Okay, we get close. We get close to the $7 a share. Okay, listen, at some point in January of 2024, it was $7 a share. But on average, ChatGPT says it was about $16.09 a share. So even at $16.09 a share, guys, 15 months ago, what does that tell you about this stock price if it was it closed at $117 per share on Friday, May 9th? Let me ask you a question. And this ain't a trick question. This should be a pretty easy answer to my question. When you think about 15 months ago, the people that bought this stock at $16 a share, and now it's trading at $117 a share. Like I said, basically a 15x, right? Do you think they're millionaires? Do you think they're on their way to becoming a millionaire? Do you think they're loving that decision that they made? I would say yes. They're loving it. I'm one of them. And again, I doubled down again and went and bought it long term, and put it in my Roth IRA. And now guess what it's going to do? Over the next however many years, continue to just put that in at $66 a share. Put that in at $66 a share, and I already done almost doubled that in the Roth IRA. So I buy it. So how do I buy Palantir? I buy it 2 different ways, right? I buy it for the long-term portfolio, which I just dollar cost average in, right? Whatever the price is, it is. Because I think it's going to be $200, $300, $400 a share over the next 5 years. That's what I think. Y'all believe whatever you want to believe. Go do your own research and come up with your own conclusion. But my conclusion is I think it'll be a $400, $500 per share stock over the next 5 years. That's what I think. So $117 a share divided by $16. So that's like a, let's see, 117, right? 117. So that's about a 7x. Still, not bad. Even at a 7x, that ain't bad. That's not bad even at a 7x, guys. I still say it was in that $7 a share range, and I know it was because I that's when I told y'all about it. So I'm going to still stick with my 16x, regardless of what ChatGPT say. I'm going to stick with the 16x. But my point is, if you can buy a stock, a great company, at $16 a share, and you have some patience and some discipline, and 15 months later, it's worth $117 a share, would you agree that's a good investment? I think it's a wonderful investment. The good news is, guys, we're still at the early stages of this company. See, Palantir is one of these software companies that they make software that really takes large amounts of data, and they break that data down so that whoever hired them to translate or break that data down to make it easy for them to make decisions about their company, about the government, about our intelligence agencies, to make whoever, you can take their software, which they've developed software for multiple different industries, not just the government. They started out government contracts, basically taking large pieces of data from the government, breaking that data down, giving it back to the government so the government could understand it and then use that data to make decisions. That's what Palantir does. And they're, in my opinion, the best in the business at it. And they're just starting, guys. They're just starting. They're just starting. I think in 5 years, even at 117 a share, I think in 5 years, you still get a 3 or 4X. That's what I think. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm no expert. I'm no analyst. I just think it's a great company that has a great proposition for people who work with them. They got a great proposition. We're the only ones in this industry that do what we do, and we're the best at it. See, I told y'all a long time ago, I only buy companies that are the best at what they do. NVIDIA. I only buy NVIDIA because it's the #1 chip maker in the world. Advanced chip maker. Right? I only buy Meta. Why? Because it's the #1 at what they do. Social media platforms. They're the #1. Meta. Yeah. Same people that own Instagram. Same people that own WhatsApp. Yeah. All rolled up. They control 3 billion users. We only got 8 billion people on the planet. See? When I look at Amazon, guess what? #1 retailer online in the world. When I look at Microsoft, #1 at what they do. When you're talking about hardware, PCs, ain't nobody in the world beat Microsoft in that game. Nobody beats them. And man, when you're talking about Alphabet, aka who? Google, #1 search engine in the world. #1 search engine in the world. So when I buy individual stocks, guys, I'm buying the very best of the very best. And Palantir is the very best of the very best when it comes to software that takes large amounts of data and break that data down into simplest form and give it back to whoever contracted them to break it down. And then those folks, whether it be government, whether it be private industries, can then take that data and make decisions real time. Ain't nobody else on the planet is better than Palantir at that. And again, guys, I'm not trying to sell you on Palantir. I don't have to. If you just go out and do your research, you'll sell yourself. It's a beast. It's a monster. So how am I using it in my 2 strategies? And then I'm going to get on out of here. Here's how I'm using it in my 2 strategies. My first strategy is short term. And remember, stock market is a pump and dump right now. And that, guys, that's not negative. I'm in the stock market every day investing, guys, and I still dollar cost average in every month. So being a pump and dump is not a bad thing, in my opinion, unless you look at it as a bad thing. See, I look at the glass half full. A lot of people look at the glass half empty. They look at the stock market right now. I'm going to stay out of it. They're manipulating it. I'm going to stay out of it and just sit on the sideline and don't do nothing but complain. And then 5 years from now, when I haven't built any wealth, I'm going to keep complaining. That's not what I do. See, I look at the glass half full. So what did I say? In April, I said, I'm going to take April off. I'm not going to do anything in the market. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take the short-term investing off in the month of April so I can figure out a strategy to execute in this stock market that's a pump and dump right now. And that's what I did. I took the whole month of April, took that month off, figured it out. I said, okay, got it. Okay, now I see what's going on. We're going to be a pump and dump every week. Friday, May 9th, this past Friday, guess what happened? Start of the dump. Everything started dumping, right? Prices started going down per share, everything, right? Now, what will happen on Monday and Tuesday? Here's what will happen. It depends on what comes out on Sunday, right? It depends on what 47 tweets on Sunday or whatever financial network or television network or news network he decides to sit in front of. That will determine if the dump continues or if on Monday we start a pump. That's where it works, guys. You can say whatever you want to say, but that's how it works. You can go look at all the charts and graphs and all this other stuff you want to look at, but I'm telling you, the simplest way to do it is pay attention to what 47 is saying, and then look at how the stock market reacts to his tweets and to when he gets in front of the camera. That's all you got to do. If it's deemed good news, the stock market is going to bounce. It's going to pump. If it's deemed bad news, the stock market will dump. It will sell off. So when he came out on, I don't know, Friday morning, Thursday night, I don't know when he said it about China. Remember, he came out and said, hey, we're going to meet with China on, this weekend. The Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is going to be going to Switzerland. And he's going to meet with his counterpart from China. And we're going to start working on a deal. He loves the big, beautiful deal. We're going to be working on a big, beautiful deal, right? Okay. So Bessent right now, Treasury Secretary Bessent right now is in Switzerland. So guess what's going to happen tomorrow? This is my opinion now. That don't mean it's going to be right, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, 47 is going to get in somebody's news channel. He going to get on somebody's news channel, or he going to tweet something tomorrow about that meeting. And that will determine if the market on Monday pumps or continues to dump. And what do? I just buy on the dump. So on Friday, guess what I did? I started buying a few positions. Not going all in because it's not a deep dump like it was after April 2nd, which was Liberation Day. It was supposed to have been Liberation Day. But the market, it ain't going to be that type of dump right now. But nevertheless, it's a dump. So what do I consider a dump when it comes to Palantir? Anytime Palantir, this is just me, guys. You can do whatever you want to do. That's not my job here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. Anytime Palantir gets to about $115 a share in a normal dump cycle, I'm not talking about a deep dump cycle. In a deep dump cycle, obviously, it's going to go way lower than that. But in a normal dump cycle where 47 come out and throw a curveball that the market don't like and can't hit, the market going to sell off a little bit, just like they did on Friday when he came out and said, these 145% tariffs we got on China, who knows? We may just lower them to 80%. No, not 47. No, dang on well, China is not going to accept no 80% tariffs. He knows that. But see, he knows what he's doing with the manipulating of the stock market. He knows if he says 145, bring it down to 80, investors are not going to like that and the market is going to sell off. So then he can come back on Sunday and get on his favorite television network or news network or tweet something late Sunday and better than expected news. We're close to a deal. And that's going to rally the market on Monday. Now, he could come out on Sunday and do the opposite. And guess what will happen? The market will continue to dump on Monday. But I'm ready for that because I'm not all in. I put a little bit of money in my world, a little bit of money. I got 25% of my net worth in cash. So on Friday, let me see, let me do the math. I put about 15% of the net worth in the market on Friday. Not the net worth, but my money that I got on the sideline. So the money that I have on the sideline, I put about 15% of it in strategic stocks. Just in case 47 throw a curveball and that thing go up on Monday, I'm already in. Now, if it dumps on Monday deeper, then I got other things that I'm going to buy. One will be Palantir. So I didn't buy Palantir Friday, but I had already bought Palantir earlier last week and made money. Good money on the last pump. So I didn't buy Palantir. Actually, I bought, what did I buy on Friday? I bought Tempest AI. I bought Tempest AI at a great price because I know it's gonna jump on Monday, Tempest. So I bought Tempest at a good price while it was falling on Friday. I bought Tempest. And then I also bought, what else did I buy? I bought Tempest. I think that's all I bought on Friday was Tempest. I sold Serve Robotics on Friday. Remember, Serve Robotics went like a rocket ship on Friday. I bought it at what? $6.56. I bought Serve Robotics, I want to say earlier in the week. earlier in the week. And then it got over $8. What did it get to on Friday? I'll tell you what it got to, and then I'm going to get out of here. Just telling you how I do what I do to make FCF guys every day. Let me see here. Let me find Serve Robotics real quick. Let me see what it did on here it is. It opened at $6.60. That's what it opened at on Friday. Now, keep in mind, I was in the stock at $6.56 earlier in the week. See, for me, it ain't about trying to time the bottom, guys, because guess what? Serve Robotics went way below $6.56 during the week. So I'm not trying to time the bottom. I'm just getting in at a position that I feel comfortable, that I know gonna go up. So I bought at $6.56. It got up to $8.26 on Friday. What did I do? Patience. I didn't panic. Oh my God. Oh, I'm panicking. It's down to $6.10, and I'm at $6.56 earlier in the week. See, people were panicking. I wasn't panicking because I knew it was going to go back up. I just had to be patient. And guess what it did on Friday? Went up like a rocket ship. Started out at $6.60 and went all the way up to like I said, what, $8.20? Yeah, $8.26. Had 10,000 shares, by the way. Just throw that in there. I had 10,000 shares of Serve Robotics at $6.56, and it went to $8.26. So you know I did well. I did well on those 10,000 shares, but that's patience because I knew what was going to happen once. I knew Serve was going to go up because this is what Serve Robotics does. If you get in it at the right price, you can be patient and wait, and it's going to go up. So it did. I made a lot of money. I'm great. Prior to that, made some money in Palantir. Now I said to myself, okay, Tempest started the day at $66 a share. That's what it did on Friday. Started out at $66 a share. Tempest went all the way down to $61 and some change. Boom. Now guess what? I'll wait for next week. Tempest to go right back up. And it will. At some point, Tempest is going to go back up next week. It might be Monday. It might be Tuesday. I don't know. But it's going back up. If we get any good news, Tempest is going back up. I'm going to parachute out of Tempest, make my money, get out of it. I ain't going to overstay my welcome. I'm not going to get greedy. What I'm really waiting on is the next dump so I can get back into Palantir. $115 a share in a normal dump, I'm in. And then I will parachute out around $119, $120 because I'm going to buy enough shares. So if I get $3 or $4, $5 uptick per share, I'm going to have enough shares where that's going to make me plenty of money and I'm going to get out. But I'm going to keep buying it in the long-term portfolio like I've been doing DCA. But this is the cash flow I use to support the lifestyle and do the things that I want to do. So all I'm telling you guys is get in where you fit in. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The market is still a place you can make money. You just got to have a strategy. And that's what we talk about on my Monday night live streams in my Patreon Wealth Builders financial community. So if you want to ask questions of me, be a part of my Wealth Builders financial community on Patreon, all you got to do is get down to the second link in the description box. It's my website link. Click on it. It'll take you over to the website. And inside the website, you just need to find the join button or the membership button. It'll take you over to Patreon, and you will be able to join my Monday night live streams where my members over in the financial community can ask me questions. We do a real live Q&A. That's the only place I do Q&As now. I don't do no Q&As on my YouTube channel anymore. I do a live stream from time to time, but I'm not going to do no Q&As. All the Q&As, anywhere you want to pick my brain and ask me about my strategies to build wealth, whether it be real estate for income, whether it be starting a business, whether it be paper assets, whether it be side hustles, all of that stuff, guys, you can ask me on Patreon. All that stuff is fair game in our live streams, our private live streams on Patreon just for the Wealth Builders. We got over 2,000 members in our Wealth Builders financial community, by the way. Little over a year. I started this thing April 2024 with nothing. Zero. L0. And guess what I did? Built it to 2,000 people in a year. And we're going to go to 4,000 and 6,000 and 8,000 and 10,000. Why? Because people are tired of being in the matrix by themselves trying to build wealth and ain't nobody to help them. See, I'm here to help people because I know if I help enough people get what they want, I get what I want. That's why I'm blessed. That's why God, the good Lord, blesses me, because he knows I got a pure heart to help people. I could be doing a lot of shady stuff when it comes to trying to milk people out of money. I don't do that. What I do is I provide value. And when I provide value, people are okay with providing value to me. But I got to provide value first. And that's what I do on the Wealth Builders. I provide value. I keep a safe place for them where nobody's going to try to shenanigans them. Ain't nobody going to try to scam them. Ain't nobody going to be on there trying to, promote, crazy stuff. I don't have any of that on there. It's all about me and them having a connection, us having a connection, looking out for one another and building wealth the right way. Not this get rich quick stuff, not this hyping stocks and all this other crap. No, they know the premise of what we do in that community is long-term wealth building through traditional investing with a little bit of sprinkle in of FCF, whether it be big boy blue chips or whether it be little gorilla stocks. So if you want to be a part of that, come join us. We'd love for you to stop by and hang out with us. Well, guys, like I said, if you want them 20 free stocks from Webull, you know what to do. Get down in the description box. Opportunity is knocking. Open that door for opportunity. Get the free stocks. Click on the Webull link. Make you a deposit into that Webull account and get you up to 20 free fractional share stocks. I don't know why you would miss that opportunity. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. But hey, man, if you don't want to, don't. You're not going to stop anything that I'm doing because you decide you don't want to open a Webull account. Don't open it if you don't want to. I encourage you to, but if you don't want to, don't. I'm here because that's what I'm called to do. I'm going to share with you guys what I do, right? If you want to support me and support yourself, get down in the description box and go ahead and open up the account, fund it, get you up to 20 free stocks, and then send me an email, and I'm going to send you a tutorial video to walk you through how to use it. And then you need to join the Wealth Builders and become a part of this movement that we're doing. I appreciate y'all, man. I got to get out of here. Got some stuff I got to do. Y'all, hey, keep believing in yourself, man. Don't ever stop that. So if you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.